The current state of being a working American is honestly very concerning.
More than 7 million Americans are unemployed.
One robot replaces 6 workers.
Half of small businesses said they plan to use AI in their businesses over the next year.
AI will change over half of the U.S. jobs, and there's a clear fear.
How scared should I be?
We sat down with a group of professors, scientists, engineers, and business leaders to find out, is technology going to make work better or worse for humans?
I don't get this doom and gloom. I think it only is additive.
It can be a disruptive force. It doesn't have to be disruptive in a bad way.
It's going to change our human potential. It already is.
Any major advancement we've made technologically, it's always led to more jobs and better jobs that make people's lives better. And so this isn't just a technology moment, this is a people moment.
And if we get this right, this is going to be fantastic for humanity.
This is Stand Together Presents stories, ideas, and advice from changemakers tackling our biggest challenges.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
If you're old like me, you know the holographic Obi-Wan Kenobi leading Luke Skywalker to build skills, to save the Empire. I mean, the fact is we're just not that far from that day.
And this technology could be powerful in a way that helps us shape something that's even more human.
So what could an even more human workplace look like? We talked to 3 technologists innovating solutions for a new era.
Our entire mission has been about better careers and better lives, and it's been using technology to try to close the massive skills gap in the marketplace.
Employers are struggling to find the right people to fill the roles that they need for their business to be successful.
Electricians, plumbers, HVAC technicians, the electrical, mechanical, industrial careers, and these careers are the backbone of America. And so what we do at Interplay Learning is we use virtual reality with online simulations to accelerate skill development to get people on-ramping into these careers. So imagine you're playing a first-person video game and you're on a rooftop and you've got a multimeter in your hand and you're running a diagnostic procedure trying to identify what's wrong with this piece of equipment. A learner could see 30 potential faults in 2 hours that might take them 2 or 3 years in the field. And that's the power of technology, really.
But I think really, when we look at the labor system, it's been broken for a lot of people for a very long time. And we have heard from so many hourly workers that just say all they want is the chance to move up. That's what we're trying to provide.
Our employment institutions need to understand this idea of lifelong learning and technology and change as a result.
The labor pool is shrinking. So we built Escalate as a support platform that solves for why the vast majority of frontline workers leave their job every 90 days. They leave because they don't see a path to advancement, or they lack the safety net needed to get to work. So we're training them for jobs that they can move into at their current company, where they'll double their hourly wage in 8 to 12 months. And we're offering them automated wraparound supports where if their car breaks down or they miss a bus, we help them get to work, and it's taken care of by AI. And we see over 90% retention. That's huge. They are dedicated workers. And if you invest in them, if you invest in the path to advance, if you invest just a little bit in social supports, you're going to have a pipeline of talent for your company, and you're going to be driving generational change and breaking the cycle of poverty in this country.
I think that we need a different relationship with work. So much of it is dull, boring, repetitive, and I want businesses to free human beings up so that humans can innovate. Because human brains, best software ever.
What you think about instantly with things like AI is the time that's freed up, because time is our most precious resource. And I see AI basically making good people great and great people phenomenal at the things that matter most.
And so when I say AI can really take out these mundane tasks, it's even more than that. It's allowing the human being to start to explore what they could do in a very different way. I think the work that we're doing with BAST is taking the robot out of the human by surfacing the right information at the right time.
It used to be the case that you went to work, you did what you had to do, and then you went and found fulfillment somewhere else. People don't want that anymore. They want to enjoy what they do. They want work to be meaningful.
The AI could do all your expense reports and fill in all your forms for you. Wouldn't that be great? It would free you up to do the things that really matter. So we're able to give people a practical tool that you can use to build your own explainable AI, much like a GPS. We are doing it with medics, where we're reducing cognitive load by surfacing the next step of the procedure. Even things like dishwasher repair or construction, it's really about the human and the AI working together, the man plus the machine. That's going to achieve so much more.
This is the game now. Companies that thrive will be not just selectors of talent, they will be developers of it. Over and over again. The technology will enable that. It will amplify and augment your best capabilities. It will offset your limitations. It will allow you to do the things that humans are truly made for.
It's not going to be enough to tweak at the margins. There's not going to be a silver bullet or a single solution to solving these problems. We need to fundamentally think and act differently about the future of work.
Work has such a central role in all of our lives that if we make that a better place for every human, they're going to be in a position to show up in the rest of their lives in a really positive way. And our entire society will improve.
The future of work is going to be pro-human.
The human will always be at the center. It's how we create tools and how we exist and how we have existed for literally hundreds of thousands of years.
Stand Together partners with changemakers tackling our biggest challenges. To see more stories, follow our channels. And to learn more about how you can partner with us, go to standtogether.org.